This is OwlUp, where learning happens in minutes, not hours. For a deeper journey, explore all our courses at owlup.co. Now, let's dive in. Welcome back to AI for Real Life. I'm excited to dive into Chapter 3, where we're exploring how AI can become your personal tutor for everything from picking up a new language to mastering that hobby you've been putting off. We'll discover some game-changing tools that can help you learn faster and smarter than ever before. Let's get into it. Right now, about 2 in 5 adults are quietly taking online classes between meetings, chores, and bedtime. But here's the twist. The teacher often isn't human. You open an app for 5 minutes and it already knows whether to push you harder or slow you down. In the next few minutes, we'll zoom in on 3 concrete ways AI is reshaping how people actually learn: languages, creative hobbies, and professional skills. Start with languages. Apps now simulate real conversations so well that Duolingo's GPT-4 role-play feature boosted how long people stick with a session by 12%, while costing the company less than a cent per chat. That means more speaking practice for you at almost zero marginal cost for them. Writing tools like Grammarly quietly review over 30 billion sentences every month, giving 30 million people instant feedback that used to require a human editor. And in music, Musician System checks about 1 million guitar notes every hour, judging your pitch within 30 milliseconds, fast enough to correct your hand before the mistake becomes a habit. But the real shift isn't just cool features. It's what happens when these systems watch you learn over time. Adaptive platforms in a Stanford study raised completion rates by 16 percentage points in massive online courses, mostly by adjusting difficulty at the right moment. Scale that up. UNESCO estimates billions of learning sessions each year now touch AI in some form, from vocabulary drills to code reviews. The impact is subtle but compounding. 5 extra minutes of practice, more precise feedback on 1 paragraph, 1 corrected chord, all multiplied across weeks and thousands of micro-decisions. Here's where this gets practical. For language learning, generative models can now synthesize accents, slang, and cultural context that textbooks skip. You can rehearse a job interview in German, a street market negotiation in Vietnamese, or small talk in Brazilian Portuguese. Then get line-by-line corrections on tone, politeness level, and word choice. Some tools even track your speaking speed and error types over hundreds of sessions to decide when to introduce faster speech or more idioms. The result? You're not just memorizing, you're rehearsing the exact situations you care about. For creative hobbies, the pattern is similar, but the feedback targets are different. Drawing and design apps can score composition balance and color harmony across thousands of your sketches, surfacing where you consistently struggle, maybe proportions, maybe perspective. Code learning environments now run every attempt you write, compare it to millions of past solutions, and highlight whether you're merely getting the answer or actually using robust patterns. They can nudge you from copy-pasting toward understanding by quietly increasing the distance from the examples you've seen. Professional skill building is where AI tutors become career infrastructure. Sales reps can practice objection handling with simulated customers that adapt in real time to their responses, logging which phrases shorten or lengthen calls. Presenters can upload slide decks and run mock Q&A until they stop freezing on budget or risk questions. Leadership training platforms record role plays and auto-tag behaviors like interrupting, hesitation, or failure to summarize, so your coach session starts at minute 60, not minute 0. Underneath, 3 capabilities matter. Fine-grained assessment, tracking your micro skills, not just pass-fail. Personalized sequencing, choosing the next 30-second task, not just the next chapter. And rich feedback, explaining why, not just what, went wrong. When these stack, the learning curve changes shape. Slower at the start as the system studies you, then steeper as it stops wasting your time on what you've already mastered, and targets the precise weak links that are holding you back. Think about how this plays out in a normal week. Say you're learning Spanish and also trying to pick up guitar and basic data analysis for work. An AI chat partner can scan your calendar, see you have 3 10-minute gaps per day, and schedule 3 different micro-sessions. A rapid-fire verb drill on Monday morning, a negotiation scenario before lunch, and a culture-focused dialogue in the evening. Miss one? It doesn't just mark you absent. It reschedules, shortens, or lowers the cognitive load of the next session, so you don't silently churn out. On the hobby side, upload 20 drawings and a tool can quantify improvement. Maybe your average proportion error drops from 18% to 9% over 4 weeks. For workplace skills, a practice presentation coach might measure your talk-to-slide ratio, cutting filler words from 14 per minute to 6, while raising eye contact moments from 10 to 25 per 5-minute talk. It's the same pattern across domains: continuous measurement, tiny tweaks, compounding gains, without needing a human expert in the room. UNESCO projects over 3 billion adults may rely on flexible, AI-supported learning by 2030. That scale makes design choices matter. A pricing tweak from $15 to $5 per month could decide whether 500,000 or 5 million low-income learners join. Bias audits on training data, say checking 10,000 sample prompts per language, will be as critical as feature tests. Your challenge this week? Test one AI tool in a new skill and note 3 ways it changes what, when, or how you practice. Use this first experiment as a baseline, not a one-off. If an AI tool saves you 10 minutes a day, that's over 60 hours in a year, almost a full work week reclaimed for deliberate practice. Next step, pick a second skill next month and repeat the same test. Compare results side by side to see where AI genuinely accelerates your learning. Here's your challenge this week. Pick one skill you want to learn, for example, Spanish conversation, basic guitar chords, or Python basics, and set up a 7-day micro-lesson plan with AI where each day you spend exactly 20 minutes practicing. Ask your AI to act as a personal tutor. Have it quiz you with 10 rapid-fire questions, generate one mini exercise, like a short dialogue, chord progression, or coding task, and then give you instant feedback and a 1 to 2 sentence tip to improve. Track your progress by pasting each day's work into the same document or note so you can literally see your skills compounding by the end of the week. This was OwlUp, your daily step forward. This series continues with more chapters on OwlUp.co. Visit OwlUp.co to access the complete course and continue your learning journey. See you there!